Hey everybody, Glecko back with yet another video. So in this video, I'm going to attempt to kind of gauge how strong I think current Yami is in the Black Clover story as of Black Clover chapter 374, 375. I am planning on buying the entire Black Clover manga series once it ends. So I'm probably going to do a updated version to this video once I really get his, all his feats and stuff down. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you how strong I think Yami is. Recently, now I used to hate power scaling, but recently, ever since I made a couple videos, I've been having fun power scaling different characters. So we'll see where this goes. But anyway, all right. So Yami Sukahiro, how powerful is he? Well, let's start off by the end of the Elf arc. Firstly, obviously, Yami's a Magic Knight captain. At the beginning of the series, it would say that each captain was stronger than 100 mages, yada, 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 yada. All right, so Yami gets progressively more powerful throughout the first half of the story, like from the beginning of the story till about, I want to say till about the Elf arc. But he gets progressively more powerful. He even gets a new spell. But during the Elf arc is when he really starts to explode in his growth and all that. For starters, during the Elf arc, during the battle with Zagreus, Yami learns and uses Mana Zone. This allows a mage to use mana from the surrounding area to amp themselves in their spells. He used this to help Asta in defeating Zagreus. Okay, he's slightly stronger here. But, right, so he's a little over, he's got like half of an increase at this point from where he was at the beginning of the story. Okay, then we go to the Spade Kingdom arc, the war arc and all that, right? Yami, like most of the other Clover captains, spends 6 months training in preparation for the Spade Kingdom invasion. Throughout this time, we see that he trains with Yuno and he actually masters Mana Zone, so much so that he can float in the air and walk on the air and all that. By the time he fights Dante, I have Yami being twice as strong as he was at the beginning of the series. So Yami, from the Spade arc, could go back in time and fight 2 Magic Knight captains and stand a pretty good chance of winning. Yami, with his Mana Zone, was able to deal several deadly attacks on Dante that would have been fatal to anyone else. Now, I really have to go back and rewatch or reread that fight because Dante could have been arrogant, but I do think I think Yami got some good shots on him while he was paying attention. But Yami did need the help of Asta, who had recently made a deal with Libe for extra power to beat Dante. But there's 2 things we need to keep in contact. Firstly, earlier in the fight, Yami stated that Dante was close to Julius's level, but not quite there. But Yami was somewhat keeping up with Dante, but Dante was clearly superior. For instance, I have 80% Dante having the strength of about 4 to 5 Magic Knight captains. 5 if you count his own power. So like he start at his base form plus 80% power. He's at 5 he's at 5 Magic Knight captain level. But okay. But Yami stated that there's 2 things preventing him from actually beating Dante. 1, Dante's never-ending magic supply. And 2, his regeneration. So Asta's anti-magic was probably key in nullifying that regeneration. But nonetheless, it did take the 2 of them to beat him. But Yami would eventually be captured by Xenon, taken to the the Spade Kingdom, along with Vengeance for the Tree of Qliphoth ritual. While on the Tree of Qliphoth, something very interesting happens to Yami. He gains a devil heart, and he's also rescued before he dies, of course. He gains a devil heart, and Gray goes up to Yami and kind of does like some minor healing or whatnot minor stitching together to get him back in the fight. Vaughn just gives him a sword with his magic, using his world tree magic. Yami hops into the fight to fight Lucifero, 50% Lucifero. This is the same Lucifero who slapped around every Magic Knight captain and Yuno simultaneously. Yami was able to block an attack from him and save Noct. And Marileona was in this group too. At one point, it was Marileona and Yuno and just going up against him, and and like I said, this Marileona in her Hellfire form had beaten an ancient devil, Yuno, who had just beaten Xenon. But so here's where it gets interesting, right? We don't know what kind of devil heart he got. So at least if he was stated, I don't remember. But Morris said that Yami would bring despair and destruction upon the world. And when I mean by kind of devil heart, like, did Yami get the heart of a low-ranked devil, a mid-ranked devil, or a high-ranked devil? That's the question, right? Because if he got the heart of a high-ranked devil, then he's already basically added an 80% triad to his power. Which, considering what we saw, could potentially be true. But Gray went up to Yami while stitching him together. And she said that he kind of resembled Libe in a way. And we know Libe is about a mid-ranked devil. Well, currently, it was stated he was born low because of no mana, but he might be like Asta. Well, I think like Libe is going to be like I think he's going to be like a special case, like where his like strength and stuff is on par with high ranks or maybe even the Supreme Grade. But that's neither here nor there. It should also be mentioned that Gray didn't go into the palace, so she never saw Zagreus. So here's the thing, right? What does Yami do once he gets up and gets to fight? Like I said, he fights Lucifero. It was him and Yuno alongside Asta. It was him and Noct alongside Yuno and Asta. Those four were responsible for defeating Lucifero. But Asta had to go into a greater, had to access more of his devil power, go into another form in order to ultimately give them the win. So Devil Union Asta, Yuno, who had just gotten another spirit form after fighting Xenon, and we are going to get back to that, Noct with his Devil Unions, and Yami. It took those four, and they weren't even enough to beat Lucifero until Asta got a power up. Okay, so Asta gets a power. So like back not to Asta, but back to Yuno. Yuno had just beaten Xenon. Now, why am I bringing up Xenon? One, Xenon was a triad member like Dante. So this is a person who Yami just fought. But Xenon had also gotten a devil heart. He gained the heart of a devil and became even more powerful, going above 100% to challenge Yuno. Yuno would ultimately beat him, but this is great. So again, and like Xenon, we don't know what kind of heart. I mean, like Yami, we don't know what kind of heart Xenon got from Beelzebub. We don't know if it was a low-ranked devil, a mid-ranked devil, or a high-ranked devil. I doubt it was a high-ranked devil, but wait. Let me make sure I'm remembering this right. I believe I believe Yuno got his second attribute after Xenon got his Devil Heart power up. Yeah. I believe I'm saying the timeline right. Like Xenon, after Xenon got his new power up, that's when Yuno got his second grimoire. If not, oh well. But Yuno with his second, Xenon was below Yuno. Now, I'm gonna jump around a bit here. I hope I have enough time. I hope I have enough memory on my phone. But anyway, I'm gonna jump around a bit. Let's go to the battle with Lucius right quick. Right, Yami was blown away by Yuno's spell. Yami actually admitted that Yuno was stronger than him. Current Yuno is stronger than current Yami. Yuno only produced a spell covering the entirety of the Clover Kingdom. That's on par with the Wizard King, something like Julius did, right? Yami being surprised by that and admitting inferiority to that, I don't know if we can, well, Yuno is kind of, yeah, Yami would, okay, let's go back to Spade, right? Okay, so this is where it gets kind of confusing, right? Because now it's like, okay, there's so many. Yami was weaker than Dante. Dante and Xenon are relative to one another because of their same devil percentages. So even with a devil heart, I would still have Yami below Xenon. He's below Spade Kingdom Xenon. But you know what? With that devil heart, I have him above Dante. So he's above an 80%. So when he back jumps into the fight to help the Clover Kingdom, to help Noct and Asta fight Lucifero, he is actually above 80% Dark Triad Dante. I don't know if I'm gonna put him above 100% Triad. But then we go on to, like I said, the Battle of Clover. Yami is confronted by Morgan after being blown away by Yuno's spell. Yeah, and remember, this was Yami it was a year before, while Lucius was in Underworld, they were training too, so everyone's stronger as well. Yami still, when he's confronted by Morgan, the Paladin version of Morgan one-shots Jack, well, not one-shots really, because Jack got up and did, but takes out Jack. Yami actually admitted that attack would have, killed him had it hit him. But, it didn't. Yami would then fight Paladin Morgan by himself for a little while to the point where, Morgan has him on the back foot, but the fact that he was able to, actually contend with Morgan a bit and trade blows with him, despite Morgan having dark magic, the magic power of Lucifugius, dark magic, and light magic. Man, listen, Jack got one shot. Jack threw an attack that could go across an entire kingdom, and Yami, or at least half the kingdom, and Yami was able to fight with that guy when Jack couldn't do nothing to him. Because that attack Jack threw didn't actually hurt or take out Morgan. So he's definitely above Captain. Heck, he's probably above multi-captain, and he's actually surviving. Now, he was no match for Morgan because Yami would also need the help of Noct and Ichika to actually bring down Paladin Morgan. But here's another thing. Asta showed up and he shared his anti-magic with everybody. So that kind of, again, it's an assist from Asta in some small way. Why am I bringing up Paladin Morgan? Because Morgan only had the power of Lucifugius, who wasn't even one of the 3 rulers of the underworld. So, again, Yami, I hesitate to... So, with his devil horns, where is Yami at? Well, remember, Ichika was on par with a Zenton Master devil black a Zenton Master Black Asta, right? Not a devil union, but Black Asta. She was going toe to toe with Black Asta, who was much stronger from his training in the Land of the Sun. And there's Noct, who's using his he's using the fusion of all 4 of his devils, right? Yami needed those 2 people's help, plus a little assistance from Asta in the form of anti-magic to bring down Morgan. I don't even know if I would put Yami as a Qliphoth level being. How strong is Yami Sukahiro? Given from what we know about him, his current strength, I have Yami slightly above a 100% Dark Triad, Xenon, or Dante. So he is a Wizard King tier being, right? I got him at I got him. You know what? I'm gonna take that back. I'm not gonna put him above them. I'm gonna put him at 100%, right? I think he's close to about 100% Dante or 100% Dark Triad member. That's right around the level. So give me a moment, right quick. Actually, take that back. I think he's equal to 100% plus Devil Heart Xenon. Reason being, he was unable to beat Paladin Morgan on his own, but he held his ground with him for even just a bit. That would dictate he's definitely he's definitely on the high end in terms of power, like late series, power level. But like I said, he's not at his level because he needed the help of Ichika and Noct, two strong beings on their own right, to bring him down. Now, this was a guy who had the power of Lucifero, who initially killed Noct. And Noct was initially killed Morgan. And Morgan was very powerful back in his day. So that comes into factor. So I say he's about as strong as 100% plus Devil Heart Xenon, basically making him a Wizard King because he has the magic power of about 7 to 8 Magic Knight captains, right? So that's how powerful I think Yami is. Like I said, I'm probably going to have to redo this video because I do plan to read the whole Black Clover series. I'm going to get more in depth in his details, but just want to make a quick little power scaling video. Well, it's not quick. This is 16 minutes. Whew. But yeah, I'm Glecko. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everything, guys. I really appreciate it. And let me make sure I calculate that wrong. Let's see. Let me make sure I calculated that right. Sorry. Let's see. 40%. So 40. No. 40% was. I'll be right back. Yeah. 6 to 7 Magic Knight captains in terms of power. That's how powerful I think current Yami is. So yeah, this is Glecko. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.